Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the cast with the most opinions and the least information. Thanks for joining us in the study of what it means to be human and where exactly does your poop go after you flush it. Please enjoy the show as we explore these topics and many more with the crew that is We Regret This Already. All right. Welcome. Jose, welcome.
Hello. Hi.
Howdy.
How's it going?
It's going good. How's it going with you?
It's alright. Pretty interesting week.
Yeah, well, it seems like it's been it's interesting last couple weeks.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on, a lot of division. I feel like this assassination has kind of accelerated the division that our country was already heading toward. You know, like people are getting really pissed off about people getting happy about Kirk's murder. I showed you that video of that lady, the nurse who got suspended for that doctor interaction where the doctor was celebrating his death and she got suspended for it.
Yeah, it's just now people don't have no compassion, you know? That's what it is. It's like usually like you hear someone die, be like, oh, that's bad. Like you never want to hear like, oh yeah, he's supposed to die.
Yeah.
You know? Even if you have it in the back of your head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even if you have like something bad to say, like you're still like, oh, that's fucked up.
Well, here's the thing. If you thought, okay, so if Hitler was alive today,
Yeah.
and that motherfucker died, that's the one you could celebrate, right?
Yeah, especially like all the Jewish people are gonna be celebrating.
You know,
that shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit, that was one. I mean, shit, I think we had a parade for sure about that death. WW2.
If he died.
Yeah. Oh no, did you hear about that?
Did he go to Switzerland or
No.
Where was it?
It was
it was somewhere like
South American country. Starts with an A.
Argentina.
Argentina.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like a whole. They say over there in Argentina, there's like a whole like spot where it's just Germans.
Yep.
And
I
then
believe that.
Even here,
Yeah.
New Braunfels is fucking
Shirts.
Germans.
This very county shirts.
Yeah.
New
But
Braunfels.
even in Mexico, they have like places where there's like Germans too.
The Germans.
They
Yeah.
just went and fucking hide out.
Do you know anything about Operation Paperclip?
I heard about it, but I don't really.
It was
Like right now, I don't really know what is.
1945. After we won the war, they had all these Nazi scientists that they kind of recruited into our military apparatus. So that's where our NASA scientists came from. Operation Paperclip. We snatched up all the Nazi scientists before the Russians did, because we were, after the Second World War, I mean, we pretty much resumed the race to space, you know, and the Russians became our enemies again. I don't really know too much about all that, but that's what this show's about: random speculation and hoping it all works out.
Yeah, I see. I remember I was seeing some like documentary, I think, or something that where like after the war, they like the ones that didn't like kill themselves or whatever, like mostly all the scientists or like the people doing experiments and shit.
Yep.
Like they just went and like got them all and told them like, I guess gave them like a free pass to just, hey, come work with us, and then like everything you did like didn't matter.
Yeah, the head of NASA, the Werner von Braun, he was a Nazi officer. He was rowdy, in the SS and whatnot. Yeah. And he even had the Nazi dueling scar. You know, you ever see those things? A big ass fucking scar going across that way there.
Nah.
That's I guess a German kind of deal.
Way of passage.
Yeah, yeah. They would do the fencing, and they would fucking
get them.
Yeah, that's how they would duel. Imagine that shit, dueling with the. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
Without the face mask and all that shit.
Yeah, no, just straight up swords.
Fuck it.
Let's go, motherfucker.
That's how fucking messed up they were.
Yeah.
You hear that shit? That they're all just messed up all the time?
The Nazis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did hear about that. I saw that on Rogan, actually. he had somebody. He had the author of a book called Blitz, where they talk about how they did a lot of meth, and they gave the tank battalion a bunch of meth to kind of lead the point. They gave them the most meth because they were going the hardest.
Damn. I know, like they're what I heard was that they're giving everybody it so they could stay up longer.
Oh, everybody got the meth, but
Yeah.
the tank guys, they got the most meth because they were fucking going extra, double, triple, quadruple ham.
They're all fucking dying and shit out there.
No, they were good. They had that shit down to a science. That's
Oh,
when
yeah,
the meth
yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
German engineered some good meth.
Yeah, they said that was when it was pure.
The German
think-
engineering.
I don't know if they found some like
They found some good old Nazi meth.
Yeah, I think so. Like someone had like a canister or some shit that it was like, I guess, that they would give to everybody, and then like I don't know if they're all like, I want to try it.
It's time
but it
to
was,
take
like,
some medicine.
that was like pure.
Wow.
Pure. Well, it was pure like them.
Damn. Yeah, that's a good one.
Damn, that's crazy.
Shit is getting crazy. What's interesting about the whole Charlie Kirk thing? So this guy, the story, the guy had a trans boyfriend, girlfriend, right? You know, but everybody who mentions the story doesn't ever say that this trans person, it doesn't ever give this trans person any kind of like credibility of being a trans. You know what I mean? They're always calling it a fucking furry or demeaning kind of the relationship or the person in a way, which I think is hilarious because the dude literally tried to kill Kirk for the notion that he was spreading hate,
Yeah,
you know,
against,
amongst the trans community. And now that this guy did that with his tranny girlfriend, boyfriend, furry, nobody is paying any kind of respect to that title or to that person or to their sexuality. You know, they're talking about it in the most demeaning way. Like, if anything, it had the exact opposite effect of what the shooter was trying to achieve. You know, and of course, we don't ever think about what our actions will play out to in the long run. But Jesus Christ, the irony of that, you know, every podcaster, everybody that I listen to on YouTube's, they all have the same kind of attitude, to say the least, about this person.
Yeah, the trans thing. But even though, if you even like the text messages they put out, the girlfriend or whatever, the trans person, they didn't even like. It's kind of like they didn't even approve of it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, so like they're going hard on that fucking trans person, but like if for real is like that person didn't even like want that.
Well, I don't mean they're going. I don't think they're going hard. I just think
on the trans community probably.
I think what it is everybody, all the podcasters and everybody talking about this subject are not caring. Okay, so like let's say in the
okay, are these fucking Republican podcasters?
No, it's everybody.
You know what
I mean, yeah, it is. You're right.
Because I seen a lot of like stuff that has to do with Republican. That's the first thing they say. Oh yeah, he was going back to his trans.
You're right.
You know what I
right.
mean? They're going back to his trans.
You sure right, but then again, are there any good Democratic
I don't even know.
podcasters? You know what I mean?
I need to see that
like,
too.
I don't think there's any good.
But you know why though, right? Because the Republicans, they want to for real, like they're going against the gay shit and like trans and all that other bullshit.
It's a pendulum swing back to traditionalism.
Cause like yeah, they're supposed to be like that Kirk dude. He was always like saying about like gay people and like trans is like don't trans, you know?
Yeah, don't
be a transformer.
Don't transform into fucking.
Don't be okay. You're Optimus Prime. Don't be Optimus fucking gay or whatever. Like, Optimus, you know?
Yeah,
but like that's what I noticed, that a lot of like Republican stuff is just like they just go straight to the he was going back to his trans, trying to keep their gay rights and all this other shit. But like whenever I seen the text, the trans person didn't even fucking care. Like, what they cared and said like, oh, say you didn't do it.
Did you hear about the text being ran through AI?
What do you mean?
Somebody asked AI whether or not that text was legit, and AI came back saying it's most likely not.
Oh, like it's not like a normal conversation.
Yeah, like the wording, like it's all kind of.
Did Did you hear they tried to say like the? Oh yeah, first they said it's the FBI. They made it like in their transcript, like the way they sounded, so it could sound more better. But and then you see the screenshots, I guess.
Yep.
And then the screenshots are like the exact same shit.
Yeah.
Like nobody talks like that. Like sorry for involving you in this. Like how the fuck are you gonna involve me? You know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't do it. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's your shit. Like.
But now, I mean, in a sense, he did involve the tranny because, well, now everybody's talking about the tranny. You know?
Because they're fucking text messaging, you know?
Yeah, well, and there was a roommate, and they were banging, and he did it for the tranny.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, the whole thing was, this is all about the tranny.
But it's because I see more like the I always step back and see like what the hell, why are they going so hard like this? But it's because the movement and shit, they're trying to, like, everybody that's behind like Charlie Kirk or Republican, they're trying to go against that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the more that they focus on that is going to be the more people are going to have their back. You understand?
Yeah.
Like I always step back. Like I'll be like on both sides, like trying to figure shit out. Like why they doing this? Oh, this person's talking like shit because like it goes against their views or whatever. So why are they backing up this person now? Like
so kind of like a focal point. Like they're just focusing on the tranny thing.
Yeah, and then that's gonna be like their main thing, like against everybody. Like you see, like. You talk to a tranny, you're gonna fucking go shoot someone. I just fucking it around.
But this goes back to what we were talking about last episode about taking away gun rights for trannies.
Yeah.
No tranny gunnies. No gunny trannies.
Yeah. But remember, it's only if you end up as a man.
Yeah.
The outcome is a fucking man.
Yeah. Only if you have
a good
dick and balls, baby.
Only if you have something swinging down there.
Yeah.
Then you can fucking get it good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that thing too. It's like kind of weird. Like, if the FBI said that, right? You said, if the FBI said that, that's like not even. I don't know. It's like.
Well, I don't know who said it, but it was definitely state representatives. It was like somebody.
Oh,
it was official people.
Okay, official people still say stupid shit.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, what I'm saying
like,
is, it was government speakings. You know, it's like it's something that they're actually considering. You know what I mean?
No, but if it's like
it's even up for debate, which means it's a topic for discussion, means it's a topic for discussion.
No, but
dude.
it's different if it's from the FBI than from like a fucking governor or like.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know who
mean?
said it, but it was somebody who fucking mattered. But that's aside from the point. The point is,
it only matters if you make it matter. Like if this person matters to you, then it's gonna matter. If someone says it and I don't care, then it doesn't matter.
Well, it matters because the conversation has started. Because we're talking about taking gun rights away from trannies, and it's not just me and you having the conversation. It's official people, it's people in power, it's people who make the laws, it's people who have the decision making capabilities. You know, I mean, but it all goes to the power that is right now. I mean, you get more conservative and you start taking away the advancements that the liberal parties had made, you know, and in a weird way, the advancements can't be taken away. So you start inventing new laws and new policies in place to restrict the people on the other side in any way possible. You know, like the way welfare was invented, you know, to restrict the black community, because now, you know, black community, like, or not just black community, but poor and brown and all those people who are on welfare, if they get more money if they don't have a man living in the house. You know, that's a built-in like facility. That's a built-in institution for oppression. Like, you're rewarding a single mom. That's not good for the kid. That's not good for the woman. That's not good for society.
Yeah, that's just mostly like how much you make. You know what I mean?
No. Like, but what I'm saying is you get less money. Okay, so if you know, man, you've been in the system, dude. You know what it's about. Like, you get if you have a husband that lives with you. You know, if you're a single mom, you have a husband that lives with you, then you can't even apply for fucking food stamps.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like in what like it's all categories. It's like me, like when I was fucking growing up, like they told me like, hey, just go work, and then make money. They didn't tell me, hey, go work, save some money, and then try to do a business and be your own fucking boss. You know what I mean? Or like now, like I see that I fucking wasted all these years just fucking like breaking my back for this place where they don't give a fuck, you know? And then when I was younger, I should have just fucking saved up some money or like had like a exit plan, you know? And then I'm thinking about this already when I'm older, where I'm like, fuck, like now I don't even have that much fucking like energy and shit to even put into that, you know?
Yeah, but
like
not everybody can work. Let's say if you're disabled. Let's say if you know you have some sort of mental issue and you don't work so well.
Yeah.
You can't have a job. You know, you need government assistance. There's certain policies in place that should be in place.
But that's good.
And
you know? Like that's good.
Well, what I'm saying about food stamps and shit, like you get punished if you have a husband living if you're a single mom.
Yeah.
And you have a husband living with you. You can't get as much food stamps.
Yeah.
You know, because
they go off of what your money, you know, they go off of how much you make.
Yeah, but even if the other person isn't making any money, let's say you're both unemployed, you know, or what have you, you know, either way.
They'll give you something if you're unemployed on both of y'all.
I understand that, but it's less money. Like there's $30,000 difference between the two.
Yeah. No, well, it's because too, like all that, like food stamps and all that shit is supposed to like help you like get up, you know? It's like a help for like when you're down.
No, yeah, and I understand that, but
there's people that are stuck there. Like, why do I even have to get out of here?
There are people that are stuck there.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. The system isn't the best system in place to kind of. You have to crawl and fucking and really bleed to get out of there. You know, you have to like be. You have to. It's really hard to get out of poverty, dude. It's almost like an endless cycle. And if you end up somewhere in jail, fuck it, dude. You know, then. Your life is hit.
Yeah.
And it's not easy once you get a criminal record and you can't get a job. And
yeah, it's like you're stuck. You're like already headed to this fucking like place where like it's like not worth it like to even try, you know?
Yeah, it's hopelessness.
It's kind of like say you're down bad and stuff, and then you try so hard and you still end up being like low. Like you're like, why did I try all these years? But going back to like what is it, like people with the low income and everything, like all that stuff is like food stamps is people get used to that shit. Like they'll be like, oh, I just live off of this. I'll get free housing and stuff. They're not thinking ahead like, hey, I'm gonna go get a house. Hey, I'm gonna go you know, like go better myself or nothing.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, I'm gonna live off the government. And then, like, you could do that for a while, but, like, you do it your whole life. What did you live for? Like,
no, there should be a limit. We should limit the amount of time. You know what I mean? Unless you have, let's say, a disability or a mental issue, you know, like if it's just unemployment, laziness should not qualify you. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, usually it's like unemployment and, like, you have a kid or some shit, but. I think they make you go. They send you to like the workforce and shit.
Yeah, with unemployment, they make you go get. You know, you have to apply a certain amount of time, a certain amount of applications per month. I'm sure, and all that stuff. But what I mean is, there shouldn't be as much abuses of the system. It should be far and few between.
You know, the thing is that like it's like people abuse that, right, to get food stamps and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just like the same thing like when rich people abuse other shit, you know?
Yeah, like their taxes and shit. Fucking.
It's like there's abuse all over the place. It's like who's gonna take advantage?
Abuse.
You know what I mean? It's like who's gonna take advantage of what, and then how much can you take advantage of? That's what I noticed throughout the years too. Like there's certain things like people abuse. Like you could. Like, say in your job, too, you abuse your job. Like, you don't have to do nothing, so, like, you just won't do nothing. You know? There's no consequences or something. Like, if you find easy money or easy way to get food or some shit like that, people are going to take it.
Do you think society's heading to a more laziness, like a kind of a lackadaisical perspective of life, like kind of sit around, watch videos, play video games, and eat fucking fattening foods, and go through drive-throughs instead of stepping out of their car. Like, do you think?
I just think that it's the way right now where like people don't even go out that much. Well, they go out, but it's just like certain. It's like some people can't even go out to have a vacation because they ain't got no money. You know, like you can't. Like it's not about probably about. It's some of it's about being lazy and not wanting to work, and but two, it's like now everything's fucking. You could be at home and work. You know.
Yeah.
You could work at home. You could get one of those jobs. You don't really have to go out there. Like everything's on your phone. Everything's on your phone. You could message people, call people. Like back then, you had to be out there in the streets, go like find people to be your friends and shit. Now you just have to be at home. You fucking go on Discord or you go in any app, and then like there's gonna be certain people that relate to you and stuff. It's easier.
Yeah, but in a strong sense, that's not really connecting.
Yeah, it's not connecting.
It's
but
not the same.
You still don't connect whenever you're out there. You like right now, you could go out there and meet somebody, and it could be fake as hell. You could connect to like somebody that's just fake and just telling you whatever you want to hear.
Well, one of the biggest things I hate is when I'm trying to have a conversation with somebody and they just like pull out their phone.
Oh yeah, that's like disrespectful.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's just like it's just if like I've been seeing like when people talk, they'll be like, all right, if you do this, or like back then when they say like, oh, you go out on a date with someone and then you're there eating or whatever, and they pull out their phone and they're on it all the time, it's like over with. But now that's probably like the normal stuff. Like they'll just pull out because they're it's like when people text and drive.
Yeah.
Like the newer generation, that's all they're doing is just fucking texting and driving.
Yeah.
Like I see all the time. I look to the side, they're fucking texting right there at the light.
Yeah, I drive a lot too. You drive a lot too, huh?
Yeah. And then before too, I would be driving a lot. But all the time, like I try not to even answer texts whenever I drive.
Yeah.
Because like I'm like I know it's a distraction, and for real, I don't want to get a ticket.
Well, there's always a destination within 20 minutes that I'm heading to.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the way somewhere, and it's not going to take me long to get there. And when I get there, that's when I can read the text and reply.
Yeah.
If it's that important, you motherfucking can call me.
Yeah.
God damn it. Because everybody has that same kind of attitude. Text is a casual text back, and a call. That's where it's like, hey, and most of the stuff has Bluetooth now anyway, and if it doesn't, you can throw it on speaker.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing hands free. So yeah, that is a weird thing. The texting and driving.
But it's still like I don't even know if like young people even have that same mentality where like, hey, I call you, so it's more important than when I text you.
No, yeah, their whole relationship can be had through text.
Yeah. Like before, remember? I don't know, but I remember when I was younger, like say you're like middle school, high school, the whole thing was just talking on the phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're talking to a girl on the phone.
On a landline.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you never had like call waiting, so your parents would always kind of get mad at you, or
they would always at 10 o'clock. I remember I'll be like, hey, if you don't hear nothing no more, it's because my mom disconnected the phone line.
Yeah.
Or
like, they would take it off the receiver in their room so that it's just fucking on. You can't use the phone.
That's funny. Back then. Or now when you would have to get the long ass extension cord for like the ones that wasn't the wireless ones.
Yeah.
And then you have it all going throughout the whole house.
Yeah. You're just carrying the receiver everywhere. That's another thing that I've talked about before is how kids will never know what a dial tone sounds like. Mm-hmm. Like your son, he'll never be able. No. You pick up a phone. That fucking hum that you would hear.
I don't remember that.
Right before you would put the fucking.
Oh, how about the old school, the wine one? What was it called? The one when you just press the number. Oh, not press it, but like put your finger in the hole and then fucking slide. Did you see that?
Tell me about fingering that hole.
Well, sometimes you do two, but it just
you do two at the same time.
Sometimes it just marks one number though.
God. I forgot what those phones are called. Of course, yeah.
But yeah, like that, they don't even know what that is. They probably know what like a regular like a phone line is now. You know what I mean? Like a wireless one. People still have that as shit in their house. I remember. It's been years since I had a phone line at the house. And when I did, it just came with like the package of the internet. You know, the package, internet, phone, and what do you call it, cable.
Internet, phone, and cable. No, I never had cable as a kid. I mean,
You ever had that phone? That one?
The red one?
Yeah, what is it called?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it here.
Corded retro phone.
Let's see.
Candlestick phones? No, that's not it.
No. Let's see here.
Did you ever have to do
rotary? God damn it! We're
rotary? Did I say rotary? No.
You said nothing, but yeah, you were talking about a rotary phone.
That's what I was talking about.
I know. That's what I was saying.
So I was right.
You didn't even say the word rotary.
I thought I said it. Somebody tell me.
Look it up.
Put in the comments that I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, I'll
don't
definitely
know-
do that
I don't
because I'm
know
the only
about-
one who's gonna comment.
What the fuck is a candlestick phone? Is
It's
that
the
the
one
old
with-
school one? The one
yeah,
that you
it's
just
the
put
one
in
you-
the
yep.
ear, or what is it?
Operator, connect me to 76G.
But I'll doing all the fucking line things.
That's when they had like letters in the phone number.
letters.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, they had letters in the phone numbers back in the day, and it was less numbers. They only had like 5 or 4
That's
up to
crazy,
6.
man. Old
That was
stuff.
back in the 60s. You ever watch I Love Lucy?
Yeah. Well, back then I haven't fucking seen that episode in forever.
Yeah. They used to have letters in the phone numbers. They would
I think that's showing a different way. That's saying like 1-800-HELP or some shit. You know what I mean? And then you do the help sign, the help letters.
Yeah, no, this was just when they were like there were just like 5 like in the 60s or in the 50s. Like old episodes of I Love Lucy's definitely had just like letters and stuff.
Little House on the Prairie. Have you
Yeah,
ever seen
like
that?
let's see here. In I Love Lucy, whenever Lucy or Ricky Ricardo gave out their phone number, they'd say it as Murphy Hill 59975. But I mean, other numbers, definitely like other shows would have letters in it. I guess they would call it MH or something like that, or MU.
Maybe they just went off like the letters of the.
Maybe
like
it
how
was
they
the
had
side of town or something like that. Who knows why they did that?
Who cares?
Yeah.
We just what do you call it? I don't even know a phone number right now. I just look on my phone, see what they're saved on, call them. That's it.
Yeah, look at that old telephone right there.
The hell
That
is-
number was 8859. Lakeside 4, 8859. That's crazy. 2 letters and then 5 numbers. So, an alphanumeric system. But I'm done with that. That's already boring to me. So, going back to what we were talking about, the old tranny. It's so strange, right? I mean, everything. Okay, so I know there was talk about the actual bullet wound, and how it looked suspicious from the caliber, from the distance, from the exit wound, from the entry wound, all the way to the lack of blood splatter all over the tent.
Or how everything just splattered forward.
And how he moved forward instead of getting pushed back. I mean, there's all kinds of weird stuff going on about the story. None of it makes sense. It seems like the whole magic bullet with JFK. It's like we're watching the exact same thing. And I mean, obviously, it's only been just over a week.
Yeah, like 2 weeks probably.
It happened in Wednesday. So today's Saturday. It's been a week and a half.
It happened this Wednesday? No, it happened
last
week.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it's been a week and a half. And there's obviously not all the information released yet, but the information they have released all seems sus, as the kids would say.
Yo, but it's out of here. All the time, like if it's coming from the FBI, if they had unless they're trying to keep some stuff like hidden and stuff, but they would only do that if they have other suspects or, you know. But
that was a weird thing too. The guy who they first held in custody, the guy named George Zinn, he started screaming, I did it, please shoot me, shoot me. Did you see that?
No, I didn't even see that.
Man, that dude, he was like, as soon as it happened, right after it happened, he started yelling out in the audience, I did it, it was me, shoot me, as if like he was the one who it seemed like he did it,
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching the news when it happened, dude. Like, I was pretty much watching live news, and so Fox was playing the testimonials of the people on the street. And one of the guys came up, and he's like, I know the guy who they arrested, George Zinn. I don't think it was him, couldn't have been him. He's been to all these other events and this and that. Like, he's kind of a weird guy, but I don't think it was him. It was a very strange testimony from Fox. This is just some random guy on the street. But
he knew his name and everything?
He knew his name and everything. He knew the dude. And it was strange, to say the least, that he started to scream right after it happened, shoot me, I did it, it was me, And so he's getting hauled out into the troop car, the cruiser, and I think they even pulled his pants down. He was wearing some of those magic pantaloons that those Mormons like to wear. Yeah, so at first I was under the impression it was a Mormon who did it, but I don't know if you know anything about that. But aside from the point,
that's a
whole nother topic we'll never discuss. But it was weird. The whole timeline is weird. The clothes in the backpack, the gun in the backpack, the George Zinn thing, the tranny. It's so...
The text messages. The AI. It was ran through AI, and somebody
ran it through AI, and apparently it doesn't seem real. I mean, you can go on and on about the shady shit, about everything that happens here. I don't think
they said that what I heard was that he told his dad told the priest or something, and then the priest told him to...
No, that's
what someone said in the beginning. And then now they say he told they said his dad was a sheriff or some shit before, and then ended up being like, he's not a sheriff, he's like a construction worker, like
yeah,
a owner
but all this muddied, watered, all this mud in the water it doesn't really... I mean, the initial release and the initial information, it's like it all might have came too soon. Maybe a lot of people were talking stuff about the wrong subject, or they didn't know the subject completely, or they released information that wasn't true all the way. But from what I heard, the priest recognized the kid from the picture, got in touch with the dad, and the dad convinced the son to turn himself in. And now the dad's going to get $1.1 million reward.
But then now they switched it up and said that the son told the dad, and then the dad just turned him in. So I don't know. It's just like, or maybe it's just people like whoever puts the news out, they didn't do like full research or whatever, and then it's just like different. I guess somebody wants a little different story, You know
maybe what
they're switching it out.
The first thing I thought, you ever hear of MK Ultra?
No, what?
It was like the government experiment on the soldiers to see if they would be able to brainwash them and make them do things that that they wouldn't normally do, pretty much. Like like sleeper agents.
Mm-hmm.
Like sleeper agents that are activated with a phrase or something, a visual type something, or MK Ultra. They pretty much use acid to brainwash these soldiers and to make them do stuff that they wouldn't like. They speculated that the dude who killed Kennedy was a victim of MK Ultra, because he was in the military.
Oh, so they just said like a word to activate him or some shit or what?
Or I don't, you know,
or
there was some
not-
training, some grooming, something involved. That's what MK Ultra's about. It's like it's about doing some experiments on the soldiers.
So they won't have to like. So it's already like in their head, like, hey, you're gonna go do this, or you don't have a kind of like
brainwashing.
Yeah, brainwash them to like do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So that's what they're saying they did with him, or what?
No, I mean, no. What I'm saying is the first thing that
or they're trying to do that to us.
that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the details of this story.
Is that when they just threw out tranny and they're like, all right, that's the main word that's gonna make everyone like just focus on that, and then that's the subject, like, you know what I mean? That's the suspect.
Yeah, like, okay, and another thing was like whatever happened to the dude who shot Trump. You know what? We don't know shit about that guy, but we know all this about Kirk's murder. Like the other guy, we just forgot about that guy, and his target was way more important. Like, I feel like, what the fuck happened there, bruh? Do you know his apartment was professionally scrubbed? He didn't have any silverware.
Who, the other shooter? Or who? Which one?
Thomas Matthew Crooks, the guy who shot Trump.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, his apartment was professionally scrubbed. He didn't have silverware. He apparently there was a phone that was moving. The metadata from a phone was moving between his house and the FBI headquarters right down the way. Multiple times. They've tracked a phone moving between those two spots. And the dude was also in a BlackRock commercial. There's an endless amount of weird shit with Thomas Matthew Crooks, but we don't know shit about it.
And then did they already like sentence him and stuff or what?
The dude died. What do you mean? He got his head.
What?
He got his head blown off.
Yeah. I forgot about that shit. I just fucking forgot about everything.
Yeah, no, but the other dude,
the sniper guy shot him.
But the other dude is going to trial. The guy for attempted assassination, even though, you know, he never took a shot. They just found him, you know, next to his rifle and all that jazz, or saw him fleeing away from his rifle.
Yeah.
That dude is facing trial. I think he's representing himself, and he was asking weird questions to the jury, like, if a turtle was crossing the street, would you stop? And
said that. Who, you're talking about the guy that killed Kirk, or who?
No, I'm talking about the second guy who tried to shoot Trump.
The second guy, the one that was in his village, or what's it called? Is a villa or whatever? Or
the one who was targeting him at the golf club, the country club.
But that's where his like that's his fucking.
That's his golf. Yeah, his country club. Yeah.
The one that was in the bushes.
Yeah, he was in the bushes. Yeah, that guy's defending himself, and he was asking the jury weird questions.
Oh, I haven't even heard about that one either. I just know like they saw him, the Secret Service saw him, I guess, in the bushes, and then they ended up getting him. That was an older white dude, right?
Yeah, that one's already going. They're already, going to trial for that one.
That's great. Okay, so how many?
Just the two.
Though, but that was when, last year or this year? That's both of them were this year.
No, they were last year.
Last year,
for sure.
Okay, they were both last year, and then
they were before he got elected president.
That's crazy. And then like this little, like, how old is he? Was he 20-something year old?
22.
Hey, but they still call him a kid. Like, that's stupid. Like, you're 22, you're not a fucking kid.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once I turned 18, I was all like, dude, I'm not.
I don't know who's calling him a kid. I mean, I don't know what you're referring to. He's a dumbass for sure. I mean, but at 22, I still call somebody at 22 kids.
Yeah, but now because you're older. But back then, I thought once you're like already older than 18, I was like, you're already an adult, dude. Like, but that's I guess the mentality or whatever. Different people. Yeah. But that's why once at least you're like 21, you're already fucking you should know. You already know better.
Yeah, it's what's crazy is that, like I was saying before, the first thing was that the spark of disrespect towards the tranny community now, because every time they say this tranny, they refer to him as a boyfriend or the he she, or they're everybody's almost purposely going out of their way to focus on that. And Yeah, like you said, I mostly listen to the right leaning podcast. You know what I mean? But it's still kind of highlighting the very thing that the dude was trying to allegedly stand for. You know, if we want to take that story, but which I don't think we are, right? I don't think we're officially satisfied with the story. Are you satisfied with the story?
Not really.
No, me either. I'm not.
It like the way they made it look, it makes sense. Like that's why he would do it, but
it seems too weird.
yeah, it seems like you have to have more than like a bigger motive than that to shoot someone. You know what I mean? Or like come on, just because they're talking crap about this shit.
And
whatever.
here's another possibility. I'm gonna pay the devil his due. Here's a possibility. This guy spends all his time on the Twitters, on the Xers, on the Facebookers, and he lives in this echo chamber where all he gets all day is trans-Tifa activist type memes and rhetoric that only reflects his views, and therefore he just lives in this echo chamber, and that echo chamber grows louder and louder every day to the point where he's pushed over the edge and wants to be some heroic activist of his time and make that shot.
But too, it's like it wasn't even like he killed someone, but like he wasn't. Well, I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't like focused on that Kirk guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like
what was the big deal with Kirk, right?
Yeah,
like why Kirk?
Yeah, like now it's a big deal because I think they put him with the Republican side and everything. But that would just be like another like person dying, you know? Mm. Like whenever like someone gets shot out here, like they get shot and that's it. But this they're making it a big thing because he's tied now.
Well, Kirk's now he's become a martyr. Like he's died for a cause that he's believed in, and what that means, and the reason why everybody keeps calling him a martyr is because there's like a belief standpoint from this. Like his views are why he died. He died specifically because he was a man that opposed untraditionalist views.
But that's all with the Republican side.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why maybe.
But he took the fight to the street.
Well, yeah, he just went out there and like fucking fought little college kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But still, like, I understand. Like, maybe you're just like you get too emotionally involved. You know, like the shooter guy, he got like involved because, like, I've been seeing like other.
What if he loved that tranny?
Well, it doesn't matter if you love him. The tranny didn't tell you to go do it.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
If the tranny would have fucking drove you away.
What if the tranny was a fan of Kirk?
I know, right? They're all like, "Oh yeah, some points."
Yeah.
That's how I think, but I still want to transform.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm fucking Transformers. Dudes are in disguise.
You never know. Maybe maybe he had those opinions because the tranny fucking got him in the beginning, and then he hated them afterwards.
Who, Kirk?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a backstory to him why
like
he hates him so much.
He fucking no.
Like in his college. No, he didn't even go to college.
Hold on, no. Kirk didn't hate trannies. He just stood for traditional beliefs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that. I mean, if you say he hated anybody.
I just threw it out hate because I was saying the other guy hated him. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could care less if he fucking doesn't like
him. Right. Yeah, I mean, what Kirk stood for, and here's funny thing, the very next thing I want to talk about was free speech. Kirk put out this thing on X back in 2024 of May 2nd. He said, hate speech does not exist legally in America. There's ugly speech, there's gross speech, there's evil speech, and all of it is protected by the First Amendment. Keep America free.
It's the same thing. That's just like loopholes. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like you're saying that there's no hate speech. You know what I mean? It's just a loophole saying that it's gross speech or ugly speech or evil speech.
No, I don't know what you mean.
because he said hate speech does not exist legally in America. There's ugly speech, gross speech, and evil speech.
Yep.
So what do you mean hate speech doesn't exist?
Because you have the freedom of speech.
I know. So the people that say, oh, it's like, but it is hate speech. You know what I mean? It's like you're hating like on the other fucking, on your opposite that you don't fucking like. I don't know. Maybe I got hating like a different term or whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
No. We're
But-
talking about the legal term of hate speech. Like if I sue you for calling me a beaner, like you hate me, and that's hate speech, you know. Or if I'm gay and you burn, you burn a gay flag or something, I think that's considered a hate crime, you know. But those are acts that are protected in the First Amendment. Those are acts that are protected under the freedom of speech, you know. You can burn the American flag, but you can't burn the gay flag. You know, you can burn the American flag as an act of the first of protest, as a First Amendment freedom of speech. You know, you can, but you can't burn the gay flag because that's a hate crime.
But that's just off of other people, no? Like if you're like the LGBT.
I'm talking about the law.
There's a law about that. Pull it up.
Pull up the law.
Yeah, the. But it's, I don't know, because I don't really know about that. But I know Trump was saying that if you burn an American flag, that you're going to be going to jail and shit.
Yeah.
He's trying to get that passed over there.
See, so burning a gay pride flag is highly controversial act with varying legal and social consequences depending on the context. While the act itself may be considered protected free speech, in some circumstances it is widely viewed as a deeply offensive and hateful gesture towards let's see, let me ask it.
Just look, push show more right there. Go down.
Let me ask if it's legal real quick.
You never put the fucking show more, and the show more always has the more stuff.
No, I need to ask the right question here. In the United States, burning a gay. Listen here, bud. In the United States, burning a gay pride flag is generally legal as it is considered a form of symbolic speech protected by the First Amendment. However, the act can lead to criminal charges under other laws, particularly if it involves violence, property theft, or intimidation. Yeah. So the however means that it's not really protected. Now, is it? You know?
I know, but it's not like, because you're saying that it's against the law.
It just says, however, the act can lead to criminal charges under the...
Yeah, but that's if you're doing it. Like, say, like, you burn a gay flag, a pride flag or whatever, and then you're beating up this gay person.
No.
That's when it becomes what you call it, that's when you could get charges.
You can literally just say it's under intimidation. Under that, it says intimidation. Okay, so it in some cases, yeah, I guess it's protected. It's a protected expressive conduct, but I think in some cases it is considered hate speech.
It's when it involves violence and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like when you, like, if somebody burns a American flag while like they're fucking up Americans, they probably do that as hate too. You know what I mean?
Let me see here.
It just depends on what act you're doing afterwards, or like while you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Let's check it out here. It says when burning a pride flag becomes illegal. While the act of burning a flag is protected, the circumstances surrounding it can be illegal. These include hate crimes if the burning is used to threaten or intimidate individuals because of their sexual orientation. It can be prosecuted as a hate crime. Such cases often involve other criminal acts like trespassing or harassment. For example, in 2019 Iowa case, a man was convicted of a hate crime after stealing a pride flag from a church and burning it. God damn, the church was flying a pride flag.
But why would they fly it?
Yeah, you know, god damn.
That's why that dude was all pissed.
Let's see. So theft or vandalism, okay, that's punishable, but that's a different crime. You know, at that point, it's theft or vandalism.
Yeah.
Let's look at the other thing. Arson, actually, okay, burning, setting a fire to a flag in a public place or in a manner that endangers property or others can result in arson charges. Many jurisdictions also
It's
have a
just like
law
what-
against open burning.
It's just when they add something else with it. You know what I
Let
mean?
me see what else here. Burning a flag, incitement. Burning a flag to incite violence or prompt imminent lawless action is not protected speech. So, you know, the hate crime part of this means that's where things can be interpreted kind of weird, because harassment, you know, like if I don't know. I don't know.
It's just when I think like,
Okay, but that's not that's not even okay. So
But
that's not
you're
even the
saying if
topic. The
yeah.
topic is hate speech, right? Hate speech. What's the definition of hate speech?
no, I just told you to bring it up because you said it was illegal to burn a gay pride flag.
I think in some circumstances it might be. Who, you know?
I just wanted to be like, I don't think that's true. You know what I mean? That's why I was all like,
If I
don't
buy you
know,
a gay flag, would you burn it for the cast?
why? I don't have no reason to.
Okay, just asking. But would you do it? Like, would you just?
How about
you
it?
know,
How about you buy it and then we put it right here with the other flags?
With my other flags?
Would you get it?
No, no, no,
Would
dude,
you
I'm
tear it
just-
down and burn it?
I'm just asking. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Okay, so the definition of hate speech is abusive or threatening speech or writing that expresses prejudice on the bias of ethnicity, religion, or sexual orientation or similar grounds. So, hate speech is abusive or threatening speech, writing that expresses prejudice. Now, that's interesting interpretation of that definition, because now everybody does their writing online, you know, so anything you post online can be considered hate speech, and that's why people in the UK are getting arrested all the time just for their fucking...
I saw a video where like they go knocking on his door and then they're all like, "You're being arrested." He's all, "For what?" He's all, "Cause you wrote something on the other thing," and he's all like, "For writing it online." And then she's all like, "Yeah," and I was all like, "What the hell?" I didn't know if that was like true or whatever, but that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Is that part of their protest too or no?
Not just that, but there's also a crazy amount of immigration that's happening in the UK. They're like a bunch of Muslims. They're being overran with Muslims for some reason. I don't know what's happening with their government, but
Are they closer? The United States?
You
You know what I mean? Like where they're from? Like
Is the Middle East closer to the UK? Yeah, for sure.
I suck at geography or whatever the fuck it is. But you know what I mean? Maybe that's why it's easier to get over there, so they're being overwhelmed. But yeah, I saw the...
Let's see. I just asked how many people are arrested for social media posts in the UK. In 2023, UK made 12,183 arrests for offenses like sending grossly offensive or menacing messages, which averages about 33 per day. These figures based on the data from 37 police forces. Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. 33 people are getting arrested a day for shit posting. Do you imagine that shit, dude? Like,
Hey, but that's why they over here they just do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I mean? Imagine the only time you get in trouble is like when you're telling them like, "Hey, go jump off the bridge," or you're
yelling
like,
fire in a theater.
Yeah, like that, like. But yeah, this shit's crazy. Over there is like I guess they're trying to like keep crack it down on like people like talking shit on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here in the United States, they just talk shit. They even talk shit in the fucking on the news and shit. It's like did you hear about the Jimmy Kimmel thing?
Yep.
And then Trump's all like, "Yeah, he wasn't funny. He deserved to get canceled a long time ago." But I looked at the like his jokes probably didn't hit, or like, and two, the Jimmy Kimmel thing, like there's writers and shit for you. You know, you don't make up all your jokes.
Yeah.
And then they have to get approved like to be on what you call it on air.
Yep.
So whoever wrote the joke, or maybe if he wrote it, it still had to get approved to get it on air. So I don't know if
So multiple people should get fired.
I don't even think they should get fired. It was just a bad joke. It was just a joke.
I didn't hear the joke.
It wasn't even like a crazy joke. It was just like, but first I think it's because he had said something like that the shooter was part of the Republican Party or something.
Oh yeah,
and then that was wrong, right? Because he wasn't, or his family was, but he wasn't, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was just like the main part that they were trying to focus on, that he was putting out like wrong information.
Yeah.
So that's why they what you call it, canceled him or whatever it was, for just that little one line. And I'm like it's stupid, like, because usually when you say something like bad information, the next day they'll be like, oh, well, he wasn't a Republican, you know, like it ended up being like he was a Democrat, or he was like he had you know, like, and they didn't even give him that time, I guess, to even like you know, like correct it, you know.
Yeah.
So usually they'll just correct themselves. Even people like on the news, they'll be like, oh, we thought of this, but it wasn't, and then it was something else. Now it's just like all the I don't know, all the people like Republicans or whoever stepped behind Charlie Kirk was like, they're going at him because he's all like, oh, he's trying to disgrace the Republican Party or whatever, because they're saying that the shooter was a Republican.
Yeah.
Or,
it's a weird line.
But it's dumb because comedians, they say whatever. You know, comedians have that where like they could make like the craziest jokes and still get away with it.
Well,
you know.
So is Jimmy Kimmel a comedian? I think he's a political commentator.
No, he's not. He's in late night show. The late night show people are all comedy. Jimmy Kimmel, what's that other dude? Any late night show, there nothing has to do with politics. They say like they say those kind of jokes, but they don't go in like full force. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's dumb because like it's just a comedy show. They just say jokes.
They're definitely
interviews.
Definitely very left leaning though. They only kind of lean left.
But it's like the Fox News. You know what I mean? Whatever you watch is what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You understand? But like the thing is that it's people over. I don't know. They're overreacting on everything. You know, they're sensitive. You know, like people just sensitive. Like if they say, like, it's like if they say a 9/11 joke, you know?
Ooh,
like
too soon.
You know what I mean? Like there's people gonna be saying 9/11 jokes. There's people gonna be saying like fucking school shooting jokes or some shit. You know? They're fucking harsh jokes, but like it's like there's like dark humor in everybody, you know? Like, if you don't like dark humor, then that's not your thing. You want fucking fairy tales and whatever. But it's just for me, like, that canceling stuff is just stupid.
Yeah. So, what's crazy is on the left, last presidency with Biden, they were canceling the right for saying, you know, like, let's say they were talking shit about trannies, they would get canceled. You know, if you say that a tranny's not a woman, you'd get canceled. Yeah. You know, and now all the right is like, you know, fucking talking mad shit about trannies, especially with what's going on, getting back to that point. And they're doing canceling because of the shit that the left is saying, which is a complete, it's just a very interesting mind fuck that's happening right now.
No, well, it's like whoever's in power, they're gonna have the upper hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna have the more. You hear the president say this thing, and it's all like, you know, Republican or whatever. They're gonna have the upper hand because it gets out more to the masses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now here's the thing though. So the people that are talking shit about Kirk's murder, they're doing it in a way that exposes the ugliness that should be exposed. You know, like, people need to see how stupid people can be. And they need to see that people are rejoicing over somebody being murdered, so they know exactly what kind of person that is.
Yeah, but like, if something would happen, I bet you anything, like, if something happens to like a Democrat or like on their party or whatever, or whoever has a gay movement or some shit, there's gonna be Republicans or whoever's on that other side laughing and saying like they deserved it. You know what I mean? It works both ways. That's how I see it.
I don't know. Okay, so
it's just gonna be like in different situations. It's gonna be different outcomes. Cause
I don't. Okay, so you'd really gonna have to back that up, dude, because I don't think that people are just gonna celebrate people getting murdered. Those are
It's
two
not-
different. Those are two different people.
But it's not even. There's billions of us in the United States or whatever it is. There's gonna
3
be
million, 340 million.
whatever, but there's gonna be 1% of everybody that's gonna have different views. You understand? Like that, and that 1% is a shitload of people. You know, it's like you're saying about this murder thing, and then what about when like they went in and what you call it, like went to the Capitol and shit. You know what I mean? It's like different movements. Like Trump did that, or Trump didn't do that, but like he incited the people to go do that. You know, it's just like dropping little clues, like, hey, like if y'all want to, like go fight for us or something. You know, like it's dumb. Like it's on both sides. Like
Okay,
it's
so I don't know if you know anything about the extra investigation that's taken place about January 6th after the fact, but do you know anything about, like, let's say the bricks that were left around the George Floyd protests?
yeah, there is like all these conspiracies, or like maybe they did. It's always someone like trying to like maybe they know like, hey, this is gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of people. Let's leave this stuff there so it could like
somebody funded.
you know what I mean? Like it works both ways. Like you'll see like some crazy shit like one side does, and then one side, and then you'll see a crazy shit the other side does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I don't get into this stupid politics, because it's like whatever you want to hear that's what you're gonna lean to. You know?
Well,
And if you don't have an open mind, then you're just gonna be like, oh, this side, and then the other side, they're gonna have their information, and they're gonna be like, well, this side is this. You know what I mean?
yeah, well,
like, I'm just speaking of what I know about both sides, and that's not even that much because I don't even fucking dive into that shit. But you know what I mean? Like it's like you're gonna back up your side, or you're gonna go set traps for the other side to go do shit, or you're gonna try to give people reaction and stuff. Like if you keep on if people keep on like it's kind of like how they're saying rage bait. You know what that is?
Yeah.
It's like you keep on fucking with them because you know they're gonna end up fucking crashing out. You know?
yeah.
You know, and then like right now they're probably keep on talking about trannies and stuff, and then the tranny people are gonna go crash out. You know, or like it's like people are more strategic. You know, like anyone like they're gonna say this stuff, so like they're gonna try to like bait you into doing something. You know, but it's just crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think this is kind of a once in a lifetime event, because so the last Democrat that got murdered, do you remember who it was?
Nope.
It was the two like House or Senate members that were, I believe, I guess Illinois. They got murdered in their home. That guy in that mask, he was wearing that fucking mask from the guy from Breaking Bad. You know what guy I'm talking about? Walter, or whatever the shit his name is.
The one from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. So this guy, he had this costume on. He had the mask on. He had a full fucking thing on, a full jumpsuit on, and he shows up to these people's homes. He blasts them away, and then he goes to another couple's house and shoots them up. That was the last Democrats that died. It was a couple of them, and then the other ones, they got shut up. Actually, I don't even know what happened with that. There was so little coverage. I think there's just the media has just been back to back to back, but they were the last people to die, and we know so little about that. But that was that was a political assassination where people in the House or Senate or wherever the fuck whoever they worked for, they were in government. I think they were representatives or some shit. Yeah, they got murdered not that long ago. I think it was this year.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about that, or you know what I mean? And that's because I'm not in the news and all that stuff all the time. Like maybe it wasn't, well, I guess that big of a headline because they're Democrats. And
It was
all.
a huge headline. They were looking for the guy for a long time. It was the strangest thing.
Yeah, it didn't pop up on my fucking shit.
Yeah,
But I just look at stupid shit. You know what I mean? My shit is fucking just dumb.
yeah, but so when that happened, there wasn't a big, crazy uproar, you know, because Trump was already president. So This actually happened in the state where what's his face? Waltz. What is the governor? Governor Waltz. And he was the guy who was running for vice president. You know what I'm talking about? So there wasn't a big uproar, and I'll tell you right now, like, there wasn't a celebration. Republicans weren't like laughing and fucking doing what but obviously it wasn't that big of a deal.
But do you think they're like people are laughing right now because they're college students? Like
Of course.
You know what I mean? It's like the younger.
But
like,
it's not just college students. There's also people my age. There's people older than me. It's not just the age. It's a whole party.
I can't get deep into it, but I would think it's just like people aren't like they're already dehumanized or something. You know what I mean? Like imagine you already see all these shootings already, and like they're like, oh well, there's another one. You know, like, and then especially if they don't like them, like they're gonna like really, like if you're dumb, and then you don't like somebody, and then you're gonna go to social media and post it, it's just dumb. You know, if those texts were right that he sent to that girl, he's dumb. You know what I mean?
The tranny?
Like, yeah, like
You're the first person that's called it a girl.
Oh, I don't know.
In all these conversations that I've been listening to and having.
It's supposed to be a girl, no?
No, it's a tranny.
Well, tranny? What are they trying to be?
It's a dude.
I don't know. I'm not even used to saying tranny or nothing, so it's his girlfriend. So I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Very PC of you, man. Thank you.
Well, I don't know. Like, that's not me. That's not me.
Thank you for keeping the show very PC.
I'm not a hateful person. I'm not going after trannies. I'm gonna come.
No.
Yeah. Oh, tranny went after me though.
Hey, let's tell that story about the time you got picked up by a tranny.
I don't need rides no more, so y'all can't pick me up.
Huh?
I said I don't need rides no more, so y'all can't pick me up.
Damn. You heard it here first, trannies. Jose is off the market. Yo. He has himself a ride.
Yo, no more via bus for now.
For now.
But yeah, I don't know.
So let's change the topic from trannies to stars. Remember we were talking about 3i Atlas, that interstellar object that was coming in?
They said there's other objects coming with it or something?
It's not with it. It's not like it brought it.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just saw a little part, but then it was like a 30 to an hour video, and I was like, I ain't got time for this.
Oh, well,
but you know what I mean?
Thank God for you. I already saw the video.
Well, is that what it? I think that was it.
This guy, this astrophysicist, Stefan Burns. I love the guy. He's great. I suggest you follow him. Geophysicist Stefan Burns. Dude's pretty smart, man. But yeah, there's 7 objects that are gonna come on, and you see all these fucking orbits that are coming here, man. Look at all these things, all these inner workings. It is intense. I'll tell you what. This guy right here, he's got all kinds of information. And he's talking about these fucking, after the 3i Atlas, was the first one that we kind of started watching. And then almost out of nowhere, it seemed like this week, 6 more started coming, and from like all these other directions too. It doesn't seem from this video, it doesn't seem like they're coming from the same place. I mean, maybe about 3 of them or so. No, not even. They're all coming from like different parts.
Like they surrounded us and then they're coming in.
Yeah. They're like the way he worded the video to word it as a swarm of comets. Man, that's
it's all missiles. It's their missiles, but they use comets.
Like dude, so check this out.
And then imagine they're all like, all right, it orbits like this, and then if we send it in this velocity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's gonna perfectly hit the earth.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you were some sort of ancient civilization using some kind of technology, you would definitely use some sort of, I don't know, gravity to help you send shit along. I mean,
Yeah, they're gonna be like the gravity pool. What is it called? The pool, right?
yeah,
It's gonna if you send it to this area, it's gonna launch it. It's gonna
Yeah.
launch it and
Yeah.
it's gonna hit.
they're probably, I don't know. Maybe it's anyway. I think we should talk in depth about what this means, because here this one interstellar object comes, and it started coming, and then all out of nowhere 6 other objects start falling towards the sun.
Mm-hmm.
What? And from other directions, from all directions, it seems like
It's just like not natural, right?
it's
Like it's like kind of like when they say like when one thing happens, it's like all right, but and then when you start seeing like multiple things like coming in at the same time, or like
Yeah.
like it's not coincidence no more. It's like maybe something's doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And here's another weird thing. This geophysicist, Stefan Barnes, he mentioned something called solar activity. These comets, when they come close to our sun, they energize the sun in a different, they change the pattern of the solar activity, and it affects our solar system in a different way. It has its own little, I guess, kind of bubble. It's natural kind of ecosystem. And when objects come in and get close to the sun, they enter that little ecosystem and affect it. It's got electromagnetic energies kind of pulsing around it. It's like a magnet as well as a big gravitational well. So it's got like electromagnetic energy pulsing around it that we can't see.
Mm-hmm.
And that electromagnetic energy, I actually looked it up. I was very curious. I wanted to know if geomagnetic storms affect human behavior, and it says yes, they do. They affect human behavior, health, by disrupting circadian rhythms and potentially altering hormone balance. 1 second here, let's pause it. And we're back. We are back. We just saw the video about the swarm of comets from geophysicist Stefan Burns. What'd you think of that video?
It was interesting. I never really look at comments or nothing, comments, but it's crazy. There's like, I'm the way he's saying it is gonna trigger something, kind of like like he said what is it, the electric the electric whatever
Electromagnetic
yeah.
field.
And then all the time they say when a big comet passes by or something, like
It's an omen.
yeah, like something's gonna happen. Like
That's a truism, isn't
what I
it?
mean?
That's why truisms exist, because they're called because they are true.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
So-
did you notice they're not worried about mostly like the comet passing by? They're worried about the debris that is gonna leave when we go into it.
He did seem to be very fascinated about that debris, because that leaves an interesting idea. What's going to happen when we interact with that CO2? Is it the same CO2 that we have here on Earth? That CO2 is from a different planet. It's from a different part of a different star. It was formed in a different star. It was crucibled in a different star.
So
Think about that for a second.
There's like so many light years away or something.
Like
he said, like a shitload.
it could have been. He said it could have been traveling for billions of years.
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine everything we've ever known, everything in our galaxy, or not our galaxy, but our solar system, was grown right here in our star. That we know of. And so something from a different star that's like coming over here. It's like somebody else from a different side of town, from a different country, coming to live with you for a little bit.
It's gonna change something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy because it said in 2026. So in 2026, whenever that material is left behind and then we cross it, the tail endings or whatever, when they're gonna break down there. So they're gonna be there in that spot, and then when we go into the way you call it what's it called whenever they move in?
The you know the trail.
Yeah, well, yeah. Whenever we go into the orbit of that trail, then what you call it? That's when we're gonna notice like what kind of material. If it's probably materials on there that we're not around here, it's gonna mix with ours, and then if they don't blend, or you know what I mean, like if they don't interact with each other, right?
Yeah.
Imagine it's something like
Yeah.
it'll be like a.
So if there's CO2 gases left in the wake of that comet or that interstellar object, and those CO2 gases mix with the CO2 gases here on Earth, and they don't react, they don't mix well, or they're different or something. Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen. It's unknown how that's gonna interact with us.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know what? Another thing that was weird was he said that there was like comets that just kind of like he was talking about that one comet that just kind of orbits our solar system. How can we fucking land on that some bitch there, dude? We can throw a goddamn.
Maybe because it's not interesting enough. Like
We can throw, if it's big enough, we can throw a telescope on that some bitch, and then we got some orbiting telescope. Like, why have we not done something like that? How come there isn't a telescope on the moon, on Mars? Like, we have rovers and little shit like that, but why isn't there a whole big ass telescope, a whole James Webb over there? You know, they don't have atmosphere, so there's no reason for it to not. We should have drones building some goddamn stuff up in space some more. You know, like I thought we would be more of a spacefaring civilization by now. Remember the Jetsons?
Yeah.
I think that was what, 2012 or some shit? You know, when was the Jetsons?
That was a long ass time ago.
No, what I'm saying was, when was it supposed to be? What was the timeline?
Oh, like
what do you think? I'm gonna look it up. Well, you tell me what you think. What's your best guess?
2006.
You think 2006 was the timeline for the Jetsons?
Yo, ever since like 2000, they were saying like flying cars and everything. I remember that.
It was the Jetsons, right?
Jetsons. Oh yeah, no, try that one.
The Jetsons. You're right. The Jetsons. When was the Jetsons set? Let's find out. It was 2062. Okay, not too bad. So maybe we'll get there in 2062. What do you think? Robots? Well, we got robots. You know, robots are right around the corner. The Tesla should be out here next year.
Which one's on?
Tesla robot? You ain't seen it?
I seen the guy. They said it was fake. No, like a robot that was just like walking around and stuff. Was it that one? I don't know if it was real though. But yeah, that dude's making everything.
These Tesla bots?
And it's crazy because like he's kind of like making it right, like kind of like, you know what I mean, like putting everything into it and then now putting it out till like it's like done, I guess.
Yeah, these Optimus Tesla bots. I think they are supposed to be available very soon. But yeah, there's some serious tech going on here. Look at this.
What are they for though? Like, you know what I mean?
It's a robot, dude. You own a robot. Whatever you want to do with it, man. I could see the inside.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's so cool. Don't that look crazy? Just like what was that movie? Fucking iRobot.
iRobot.
Optimus. It's a general purpose robotic assistant designed to perform tasks that are repetitive, dangerous, or undesirable for humans. That's pretty cool, man. Fucking robots.
Hey, there's someone out there in like the Grand Canyon fucking lost and shit, and the robot just goes and picks you up.
Yeah.
They fucking throw your ass in the shoulder and just fucking walks
jumps.
out.
Just does a fucking
Superman
just
or what?
a super jump. I mean, you gotta think if it's a kind of rescue operation drone, then it's gonna be
that would be pretty tight if they use it for the right things, you know what I mean?
check
Look
him
at that,
out.
that's his wife. What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck it.
You got her bringing in the groceries.
You got him fucking bringing in the groceries.
Why?
You got him
Why is he cooking for the robot?
right.
Oh, we're seeing a picture of a guy cooking in the robot with the.
It's on the Tesla site.
That's crazy.
It looks like the robot's just standing there watching the guy cook.
Cook for
That's
me.
the fucking wrong way Tesla. You should have the robot at least doing the cooking. He's just
Right.
standing there watching the guy cook. Jesus
It's
Christ.
The robot's just waiting for a command.
Yeah, I don't know. What's for dinner, he says. I
That-
wonder, do you have to feed it?
That's what the robot's saying to him.
I know.
What's for dinner? You.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking make robot stew. Yeah, that's so. All right, so the Jetsons, they had robots, flying cars. Where the fuck are we on that? We barely even have automated cars. I guess that would be considered a flying car. You can kind of give it a command and
What-
it takes you there.
Yeah, the Tesla takes you there. I wouldn't even trust.
Look at that, Tesla's fucking 2 for 2 here. What do we got? What's number 3? Oh, third one. You know, they had the video chat back then. You know, that was a strong thing. They had the video chat. They would video chat with each other. That's already here. So that's 3 for 3. Tesla hasn't made a phone yet, but I'm sure
You got internet.
Musk did make the internet. Yeah, he did that.
He did that one, the whatever it's called, the Star something.
Starlink,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Man, I've seen those satellites when I was camping. Scared the fuck out of me. I didn't know what it was. I thought we were being invaded.
What the hell?
I mean, it's unnatural.
In
You
the
see,
sky?
you see a string of satellites coming across the sky, and it's like 7, 12. It's a lot of fucking. It's a string of lights, man,
That's crazy.
just flying across the fucking sky, and it blew my fucking mind.
Hey, I didn't know that you could like just put up a satellite and then like it could just orbit. You know what I mean? Like imagine, or if you had the money or like the intelligence to like like I don't know.
Well, you gotta give it some adjusting, thrusters. It doesn't just, it will just orbit, but after time that orbit will decay if it's not adjusting itself properly. So you're gonna have to have some sort of solar panels on there to power some sort of thrusting mechanisms. I mean,
Or maybe they just have like a crap load of them in the circulating.
they definitely
And
do.
tracking them, right? They probably have trackers on there and like trying to see like, all right, we got one over here in this orbit, now let's put another one over here.
Yeah, I mean,
know what I mean?
there's a shit ton, and plus there's a lot more that they don't even tell us about. But, yeah, they're those satellites, man. They scared the shit out of me, man. I was camping. I thought we were being invaded by aliens. I literally grabbed the gun. I was scared as fuck. I was like, "Well, kids, I love you." Daddy did his best.
That's it. What else could he do?
Mm-hmm.
Can't do nothing else.
I can't do shit else, kiddos. Shit.
Only the strong survive.
Only the strong survive, man. At that point, zombies. And that leads us back to the whole fucking comet thing, was what if that CO2 makes some zombies out of some motherfuckers,
Like me, I was thinking like, what if it just like deactivates like electric devices or something? Like
Yeah.
Maybe you know what I mean? Like
yeah, it
maybe
did
there's,
say
like,
a lot about electromagnetic.
Yeah, so I would think
If-
like if we interact with it, it'll probably throw something off or like maybe cause like earthquakes or something. Would that like mess with the plates or you know what I mean?
Who knows? Who the fuck knows?
Like
You know-
were we talking about that last time? Like something that would mess up mess up like causing volcanoes
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I would think like that, like something like that looks like something drastic that would mess up.
Well, if you have like solar flares and stuff like that, that can definitely affect the Earth, and how it the plates and the shifting tectonics and magnetisms of our ionosphere or whatever the shit it's called. Old Burns said it better, but yeah, it's a scary idea, especially when you got 6, 7 of those fuckers coming all at once.
Yo.
Kind of makes you wonder if these are the kind of things that play a large part in that pendulum that we talked about last episode. Like
Yeah, it'll shift something. Because for sure, like something, there's always a cause and effect. You know what I mean? Like there's always a outcome to something. And you don't know, they don't even know what's going to happen.
yeah, like I was talking about earlier about geomagnetic storms and how they affect human behavior. That's a real thing, man. Like
That's crazy. It says it increased stress. Imagine right now people think they're stressed out, and then if that like doubles it or triples it.
Yeah, it says
Maybe.
studies have linked strong geomagnetic activity to increased hospital admissions for mental disorders, higher rates for cardiovascular disease, and even suicide attempts. However, the mechanisms are not fully understood, and more research is needed to establish definite causal links, with some effect potentially is being influenced by the nocebo effect.
Mm.
I nocebo effect. I thought that I would have won. I thought that would be placebo effect, but whatever. No, but geomagnetic, man, that's shit. We are energy. You know, I've always thought of that. I've always thought our spirits is pretty much energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you die, you don't have any electromagnetic energy coursing through your body. So that's what I've always figured the soul is. The soul is the actual energy that composes my body. You know, I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. That's if I were to put a place where my soul would be, it would be in the actual electromagnet, like the electricity, that the very pulse coursing through my brains, you know, all those little sparking neurons and the will to pump that hard and all that stuff. I mean, there's electricity for some reason running this fucking machine. How? I don't know. You know, I'm a fucking plumber. I hate electricians, you know, but your body's mostly plumbing and electricity, like just like a fucking building. It's the strangest thing ever. You know, the blood is powered by the brain, which is electric, you know, electric sparks in nature, you know, but the blood pumps the fucking the brain, the heart pumps the blood, you know, and I don't know.
That's crazy.
Fucking plumbing and electric. You know, the heart is the plumbing and the fucking brain is the electrical. And
Yo, I just know how to lay the pipe. That's it. And I'm not a plumber.
yeah.
But yeah, that it's gonna be crazy in 2026. Then
It's already crazy now, dude.
I know, but imagine if something switches like in somebody, or if they're saying it causes stress and stuff, and then people are gonna go out more suicidal or something like that, you know, like, or if not, they're gonna start like for sure it's gonna trigger something. If they say all the time something like this happens, it triggers something, and this one's way bigger, it's gonna trigger, like, probably be drastic.
Yeah. Circadian rhythms. It talks about disrupting this circadian rhythm. So like your actual sleep, you know, that's pretty crazy. You know, if you start fucking with sleeps, if you can't enter a good REM sleep, then you get to really get crazy.
One time I was up for like it was gonna be like 2 days. I started like tripping out. I started like hearing stuff.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, what the hell is
Do a
going
little
on?
hallucinating a little bit.
Yeah, I started like hearing like kind of, it sounds weird, but I started like hearing voices and stuff, and I was like, oh man, there's something going on.
You gotta take it. You gotta
go
to sleep. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. I think with what he said about the omens and the comets and stuff like that, that makes a good point. We know that there's a lot of stories about gods coming, and that has been interpreted as, you know, comets or things they see in the sky, you know, like old stories about gods or visitors, and maybe those are actually just stories about objects they saw or celestial bodies moving, you know, through their orbits, and they have these metaphors, these stories, and they coincide with these great events, these bigger meanings, these larger tales. And who's to say that we're not witnessing a part of those stories? you know.
What if it activates the pyramids and the Stonehenge and all that?
They
You know
fucking
what I mean?
open up. They fucking turn into they change shapes.
No, it's a
into
teleport. It's a where they teleport from. The
Yeah.
teleportation
The
shit.
fucking Anunnaki come down.
They're all these fucking giants and shit.
Yeah.
All right, y'all are slaves again.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Well, what do you say we wrap it up, man?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. You got any final thoughts for today?
Final thoughts. My final thought would be, everybody be kind to each other,
Mm-hmm.
and the world would be way better.
Yeah.
And just speak to somebody like the way you want to be spoken to. That's mostly it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I dig it. I love it. I appreciate it. My final thoughts are gonna be about what happens after you flush your poop. I think I want to say a portal. I'm gonna say a portal for now. If out of sight, out of mind kind of deal, and I'm not gonna clutter my mind with shit.
Yo.
So, overall, let's imagine a portal, a shit portal, if you will, and let's put all the things that are ugly and shitty inside said portal.
Flush it down the toilet.
Yeah, who cares where it goes, as long as it's not in my butthole. And with that, we bid you adieu.